Yeah. We'll see if we can adjust the light. The background light is way too bright, but yeah. Hey, coffee and tools this week. Due to some rain and some unexpected fog, I can't do the show that I had planned on doing today or yesterday. The weather has been kind of rough. I've traveled well over 1,000 miles and thought this would be a great time to do this particular show and do a layout, and unfortunately it's on hold for the time being until things get better. So in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of a blog and wanted to talk about the difference between buying a little bit of buying a few tools that are expensive and having that's all you have, or spending a little bit of money but buying a lot of cheap tools and having a lot of cheap tools, and the differences, and you know, just the psychology going behind it, because I think we all would like to have the top line, the very best tools money can buy, but at some point we have to hit reality and say, okay, you know, middle of the road, do I buy the consumer brand, do I buy the pro brand of it? And I know that in my case, mostly I seem to hit the lower end. I don't go above maybe the middle of the road tools for just about any tools that I've ever owned, except for tools which I professionally used. Then I went the other way. I bought the most expensive ones I could find on the market, and you know, was happy. Performance-wise, no problem. They work great. But in general, I seem to go below middle road. Yeah, it just, I think we all have differences on that. But there was a fellow talking about it, and psychologically said, you know, like, do we, you know, what's really better? Buy a lot of tools that are really cheap, or buy only a few tools that are really expensive? And I'd like to hear some comments on that one, because really it's a good question, but I think it relates more towards each and every tool you buy, not just, oh well, you know, I don't want to spend a lot on a saw, but I want a really expensive hammer, whatever. And so you sort of have to call the shots. The other thing I do is a budget, of course, as to how much per tool is in my budget, and a lot of times I don't like to spend over, say, $100, $150. When I get higher than that, I get kind of critical about it and say, okay, now this better be something I can use for a long time and something that I use a lot of. And a lot of times that doesn't seem to work out either. Anyways, just thought I'd update everybody. Big problem this week. I had some schedules of things I was going to be doing and filming, and we've traveled 4 different states right now to get here to look at these things, and it's just not going to happen. So once the weather lightens up, I'll be able to get out there, and I'm going to show you some crazy stuff. Meantime, thanks always for watching Coffee and Tools.